soon as I go there and I ask for her, this guy, he jumps out of the car. He comes around, he hits me in the mouth, and he's pulling something from the side. So I hurried up and quickly grabbed it, and I felt like as I go back, I fired.
William Siskos insisted that killing Joey Kasbach was an act of self-defense, but the truth was buried beneath a web of jealousy. The volatile love triangle had reached its breaking point when Siskos arrived at a friend's house to face his girlfriend's estranged husband, Joey. Moments later, Joey lay bleeding from a gunshot wound to the abdomen. Now, trapped in the interrogation room, every word Siskos speaks is tearing his own story apart.
Do you normally carry the gun?
No, I never carry a gun. Well, it was just for my protection.
That's it, but you never take protection there. Why today?
Little did he know that detectives had already found the single flaw that shattered his entire story. What happened next showed just how far he was willing to go to keep the truth buried.
That is the way I went.
No, it's not. Listen, don't me, okay? Because we got
exact
forensics out there. I want to know the truth. Tell me the truth.
On July 9th, 2010, a night meant for simple socializing turned deadly. Joseph Joey Kasbach drove to a friend's home in Spring Hill, where his estranged wife, Kim, had been spending time. But her new boyfriend, former corrections officer William Siskos, had arrived soon after, already simmering with jealousy. Within seconds of meeting Joey for the first time, Sisko had pulled a .22 caliber pistol and fired, the bullet striking Joey in the abdomen and leaving him collapsed in the yard, fighting for his life. When police arrived at the scene, they found Joey suffering from a gunshot wound, but still clinging to life as he was rushed to the hospital. Based on witness statements and the physical evidence collected at the scene, Siskos was brought in for questioning, and once the interrogation began, his story began to break fast.
Where are you living at?
I'm living in a shed behind
You're
my
still
brother.
living in the shed?
Yeah.
Well, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, my brother's got over my head. You know, he had her sign over the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I have... Yeah.
So you told me you were going to get disability?
Yeah, I have a disability.
Did
Social
you
Security
get disability?
No, I have my hearing coming up on the 5th or the 8th. I think I get a phone call. I'm talking to my lawyer. I think it's the 8th is my appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for post-traumatic stress disorder.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that coming up.
Mm-hmm. So are you going to go in front of a judge or something like that?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And what happened with that? Tell me how you got that.
Well, I was...
You never really got into detail
Yeah,
with that.
I was... I worked in Sumter for 3 years. And before that, I worked in Hernando County Jail for a year. And in the line of duty, I was doing a routine search.
Uh-huh.
And I if I get too much into it, I can't talk, but I get memory loss and everything.
Okay, we'll just skip it then.
We'll
skip it.
Yeah.
So it's just something that happened at work.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was routine search, and but at the time I was being attacked, and I got brain damage from the cinder block.
So you got attacked.
Well, it would end up being a booby trap, but at the time I didn't.
Okay, now we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So tell me about it.
Now-
Tell me the whole story.
Yeah. The girl
From the
I'm
very
seeing,
beginning.
she's trying to stay off crack.
Who is that?
That's Kim.
Okay, what's Kim's last name? Okay.
Now, I went up to go and get her because she was at this house for 12 hours, but it's a drug house,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I know a lot of bad people hang out there.
Like who?
Huh?
Like who?
Just a lot of drug dealers. I don't, you know, it's a drug house, you know?
There's a lot of drugs in that house?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's word on the street. So I brought my father's old gun just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as soon as I go there and I ask for her, this guy, he jumps out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
He reaches in, he grabs something, he comes around, he hits me in the mouth.
Where does he hit you in the mouth?
He hit me right here.
Okay.
He just punches me in the mouth, and then he's pulling something from his side. I didn't know what it was. So I hurried up and quickly grabbed it, and I felt like as I go back, I fired.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm in fear for my life. I don't know if he's pulling a knife. I don't know if he's pulling a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And the gun went off, and he went back, and that was it. He backed off, and then said, I'm shot.
Mm-hmm.
So then I quickly backed off. You know, I dismount the clip from the gun, set the gun by the tree, as long as he's not attacking me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I waited for police.
Okay. Let me see your lip. So he hit you?
Yeah. Yes, he
Hit
did.
you
He
with his
attacked
fist?
me. Yeah. With his fist, and then he reached down, hit me with this hand, and he had
Reach
something.
down.
He had something here. I couldn't make it out because it's dark. You know what I mean? It's in the front of a yard. There's palm trees, and like, I don't know if he's pulling a gun because I know these drug dealers carry guns or whatever. And I was in fear for my life.
As detectives sit across from Siskos, his version of events keeps changing, now casting himself as a man ambushed in the dark, terrified, and forced to shoot. But what he fails to realize is that Joey is fighting for his life, and the stakes are far from being settled. Meanwhile, Bill Mullins, a friend of Joey and Siskos, and an eyewitness to the shooting, stands at the center of the investigation. And as detectives begin measuring Siskos' account against Mullins' testimony, the cracks begin to widen. The next conversation will tell us the unjustified actions of Siskos.
Who else was there?
Huh?
Who else was there standing there?
There was there was Bill standing there.
Mm-hmm.
This guy named Bill, and that was it.
Mm-hmm. How well you know Bill?
Bill, I know him, okay, from Kim.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we sometimes go play horseshoes at his house and like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bill saw all that?
Yeah.
So Bill will be able to tell me
Yeah.
exactly what happened?
Oh, yeah, Bill will be able to tell you he came around and hit me, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then Bill said that Bill was yelling like he was just going to beat you up. He didn't have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But how am I to know? You know what I mean? When he had that thing and he said, I don't know what he had.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was in fear for my life. I just hope he's okay and didn't, you know, even though like.
I hope he's okay too.
Yeah.
So Bill knows that he hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let me go talk to Bill.
Okay.
Okay, because Bill's here.
Okay.
And see what he has to say.
Yeah.
About what happened.
Okay.
Okay. You know, because there's only two of you.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously Joe's in the hospital, so I can't
Yeah.
talk to him.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
All right.
But is there any word? Is he going to be okay?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I don't know anything about what happened.
Yeah, like I
yet.
said, it happened so quick, and like I said, I didn't know what he had. I didn't know was he pulling a gun and knife. Like I was in fear for my life. It just happened so quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I know he's a drug dealer, and has a bad rep, ex-felon, bank robber, all this other.
Who, Joe?
Yeah.
He's a bank robber.
Yeah, felon. Yeah, so I heard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who told you that?
Huh?
Who told you that?
Kim.
Really? Okay. All right.
Detectives step out to hear Bill's version of the event, only to find his story entirely different from William's. The timeline shifts, the details wobble, and the attack William described starts appearing far from the truth. Now, with Bill's testimony in hand, the investigators have returned to the room, prepared to compare the two versions word for word.
Is everything gets straightened out, or?
I don't know. We need to talk more.
Okay.
Because Bill's telling me a whole different story.
What is Bill telling you?
Okay, I want to know the truth. Okay, and listen.
What I tell you?
Listen, don't me. Okay,
I'm
because we got forensics out there.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know about forensics.
Look at me, William. Okay,
Yes.
look at me.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth.
That's the truth. What happened?
Okay, tell me again.
I came over there. I came up to the car. I came to Bill.
No. Back up.
Which to a
Back up. When you went there the first time.
Oh, I knocked on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked for Kim.
And who answered?
They wouldn't open the door.
Okay. Nobody didn't come to the door?
No. And they said, she'll be out in a minute, be out in a minute, be out in a minute. And I heard, some yelling or whatever inside. And
what was he yelling?
Huh? I couldn't make out who was yelling or whatever.
Couldn't make out what they were saying?
No. So I walked down to the end of the block, and then I saw two people go to the car. So I figured it was Kim. Mm-hmm. So I walked down there, and it was Bill. So I go to Bill. I go, hey, hey, Bill, what's up? What's going on? All of a sudden, he jumps up out of the car, comes running around, freaking throws a punch, grabs something, and comes.
No,
and
that's not the way it went.
That is the way it went.
No, that's not the way it went.
That is the way it went.
No, it's not.
How are they saying it went?
It's not the way it went. He got in your face. He didn't throw a punch.
Oh, yes, he did. What are you talking about? If I wasn't attacked, he was attacking me. How did he just get in the
How was he
face?
attacking you?
He came through with a punch, hit me right in the lip, and then he went for the side. I had barely had time to
Went for the
think.
side of what?
Huh?
Went for the side of what?
For the side.
What side?
He hit me, and it was like dark here, and he went like this, and he's coming over, and like.
With what?
I didn't know. I didn't know what he grabbed for, what he reached for, but I just barely had a time to get.
It's not the way it went, William.
That is the way it went. I was there.
No, it's not the way.
How are they saying it went?
How many shots did you fire?
Huh?
How many shots did you fire?
Just one. But then when I took the gun over to the side to uphold a thing, I took the clip out, and then there was one in the thing, and I forgot there was one thing, and I fired in the ground, and then I set that by the tree.
William's story has started to spiral. Every answer creates a new contradiction. Why he had carried a gun, why this night was different, and why he suddenly feared for his life only when Joey appeared. Detectives already know his version doesn't match the scene, and the inconsistencies are stacking up fast. And with the contradictions piling up, detectives zero in on the one choice that doesn't belong, bringing the gun that night.
Do you normally carry the gun?
Huh?
Do you normally carry the gun?
No, I never carry a gun. But
why tonight?
Because she was being on crack, and there was drug dealers supposedly.
Okay.
And I didn't.
But you've been to that house how many times before?
Huh?
How many times have you been to that house before?
Yeah, not when there's drugs and all that bad going on.
What bad?
Huh?
What bad?
That's probably what they're covering up, is all the drugs and all that.
If there's drugs in the house, we'll find it.
Oh, okay, good.
Because we're at the house right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Since you left.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Why would you go up there in the first place?
To get Kim, because she...
Okay, Kim, did Kim not call you?
Huh? No.
She didn't call you?
No. I don't have a phone.
Okay.
And she said she left a message for my brother, but she had already been gone 12 hours. And I knew, you know what I mean? I knew that this person, gets her hooked on crack. And then she disappears for hours, 12 hours at a time.
Okay.
So I was going up there to get her from a drug house.
Okay.
Yeah. I did not, I was attacked. I didn't go and go to shoot somebody. I had no intention. That was just for protection only. You know what I mean?
Well, the guy didn't have a weapon.
Huh?
The guy didn't have a weapon.
I didn't know that. He attacked me. He attacked me in the dark, and he had something on his side. I had no idea.
He didn't have anything on his side.
Huh?
Nothing on his side.
I could not see that. If you see at night in front of the house, it's dark. There's palm tree, there's this. I don't know what he had. It looked like he had something. He hit me with this hand, and he coming up with this. I don't know if there's a knife or he pulled a gun or whatever.
He didn't pull anything. And there was nobody there. Nobody. It was Joe and Ginger. And listen, Joe and Ginger and Bill and the kids. That's all that was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was just for my protection.
That's it. But you never take protection there. Why today? Why is today different?
I was attacked.
No, that's not what I'm asking you. I said, why is today different?
Huh?
Why is today different than any other day?
Because
Joe was there and you were pissed because Kim was with him.
I'm not
That's
pissed
why.
about that. I was never pissed at Joe.
That's
I'm not
why.
pissed at that.
Yeah.
I'm only for my own safety.
No.
Because I know.
No, today. Why today?
Huh?
Why were you worried about your safety today and never in the past? Why?
It wasn't just that. It was I knew there was bad people up there.
I'm asking you a question.
Because I knew there was bad people.
There was no bad people there. Joe was there. That's the only person that was bad to you that was there.
Well, no, that's not it.
Listen to me. Just today. No, you don't carry the gun other than today.
Huh?
You never carry.
No, I've carried here and there, but I mean, in bad situations. But this was thing. I had to get her from a
You never
crack
carry
house.
the gun, William. You
Huh?
never carry the gun.
Only when I have to go to a bad house to get somebody, like my sister or my thing. That's when I do it. It's a common thing.
No, it's not a common thing.
If I'm going to go to, if I have to pull my sister out of a drug house, or if I have to pull somebody out of a drug house,
If you have to pull somebody out of a drug house, you call law enforcement. You don't take a gun and be a vigilante.
I'm not being a vigilante.
Yeah,
It's strictly there for my safety in case I was attacked. And tonight was one of those
Do you have a
cases
concealed weapons permit?
where I was attacked.
Do you have a concealed weapons permit?
No.
Why?
Huh?
You're not allowed to carry a gun like that unless you have one.
No, I don't have a concealed weapon. But if you carry in 3 pieces, you're allowed.
Yeah, it was in your waistband.
It's in 3 pieces. No, it was in my
3
back.
pieces.
Yeah, it was in my back.
Okay, same thing.
Yeah.
That's carrying a concealed weapon.
Yeah, but as long as it's 3 motions.
That's carrying a concealed weapon. If you were able to pull that gun and shoot him that fast.
It was quick. He was all over me.
Yeah, it was quick. I know it was quick.
He was all over me.
He was punching you.
Yeah. He was punching me and he was coming from the side.
He didn't have anything, and you knew.
Well, I did not know he didn't have anything.
Okay.
And if you see the lighting in between it, I had no idea he didn't have anything. And did they check the area to see if he had anything?
Yes.
And they looked on the ground and all that, and they couldn't find.
Where did he go? He was shot.
He wasn't in the same place.
I know that.
He backed up and he went over there. The thing happened over by the car.
Right, I understand that. But he didn't go anywhere. He didn't go anywhere far enough to get anything, to throw something. That's for sure.
Like, it happened so fast, I can't say if he threw anything or he threw it in the car.
He didn't have anything. He didn't have anything.
Well, I didn't know that.
Detectives shift the pressure, forcing him back to the choices William should have made long before the first shot was fired. They remind him that a former corrections officer knows exactly how law enforcement should have stepped in, by protocol, by procedure, by the book. Instead, he moved alone, armed, and swallowed by the dark. And with every version he offers, the cracks widen, dragging his story farther from what others saw that night.
What jobs have you had in the past? What's your occupation?
I was a correctional officer. I was injured in the line of duty.
Okay.
I was in law enforcement. I did a year up at CCA and 3 years up in Sumter.
Okay.
And then I had a head injury.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you didn't call us to go try to help get her out of here?
Huh?
Is there a reason why you didn't call the sheriff's office to help you?
Yeah, well, like I didn't know for sure, and you know what I mean, and I didn't want to get anybody,
Gotcha.
in trouble and everything, and yeah, I didn't want to. So I knocked on the door, and she should be out, and I heard some.
Who answered?
Nobody answered. They went
so
open the door.
Why'd you go knock on the door at midnight? Was it close to midnight? Was it late?
Yeah, it was late, and I go, "Is Kim there?" They're like, "Who is?" I go, "It's Will." I'm like, "Is Kim there?" And they're like, "Yeah." She'll be right out and everything. So I'm waiting and waiting. I hear some arguing. So I'm standing at the corner. Well, then I see two people.
Corner?
Yeah, I went to the corner then, because I figured, because they sound like they were getting crazy.
Is there a house at the corner or something?
No, I just stood at the corner because I didn't know who was going to come bum rush.
Oh, corner of the house, you said?
No, corner. Like I walked down to the end of the block.
Okay.
Well, all of a sudden I saw two people come out to the car, to the car, and one of them was Bill. So I walk over to Bill. And
what kind of car did they come over to?
It was a Lincoln.
Like what color was the Lincoln?
I can't. It was maybe silver or white.
Was it parked in the driveway? Parked in the street?
Parked in the median.
Parked in front of the house.
In the median, yeah.
Okay.
So all of a sudden I say to Bill, I go, Bill, what's up? This guy says something to the fire. I'll settle this right now. And he goes like under the seat, and he does something like, you know what I mean? He goes something under the seat.
So they were in the car. Are they in the car?
No, he was at the window talking to him, and he had the car door open. And this big dude, bald head, crazy guy, he goes and he grabs something and he comes around the car. He runs around the car, and he punches me right in the lip. So then
detectives now have what they need: two accounts that align just enough to expose what's missing in William's version. His timeline falters, his reactions feel selective, and the scene refuses to support his explanation. Rather than pushing harder on the shooting itself, investigators changed the direction of the investigation. They had shifted the focus to Kim, knowing that without understanding that relationship, the night would remain a puzzle without a solution.
Who is Kim to you? And I don't know the
Kim's
whole
my
relationship.
girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's trying to get out. Apparently this Kasbach guy is the guy she's trying to get away with. He's the one that won't stop getting her on, keeps her on crack.
Who is he to her?
That's her ex-husband.
Okay. All right.
And he keeps on, luring her and getting her into this crack and giving it to her and just keeps her.
How long are you guys dating for?
We've been dating for 7 months now.
Okay.
But I mean, she lost her license and everything. She's been having car trouble, so she gets, needs them for rides, and plus they still have the same family, so they have to get together every once in a while.
So, but describe. We'll go back to. We'll circle around to where we're at. I'm gonna leave us at.
Yeah.
You went back, and there's two guys, Bill and the other guy. So we're gonna circle back to that. So leave that aside. Let's go into you've been dating Kim for 7 months.
Yeah.
Describe the relationship as far, the problems she's been going through, and her ex-husband.
She's been good, except for when, she has her weak times. You know what I mean?
Okay. Just tell me.
Where she'd disappear, and you know what I mean? And she I guess, falls into that crack thing.
Okay.
And, and this time, like, I got a beat on where she was.
Right.
I just wanted to go up there and get her,
Well, how bad has the problem been with, is it basically her ex-husband that keeps her into this, or?
Yeah, well, she tells me, he'll put it in, he'll give her a ride somewhere and he'll throw it, he'll put it out,
And how long has this been going on for? Since you guys been dating?
Yeah, but not as much. Only 3-4 incidents I know. But this time she disappeared. I knew he picked them, she disappeared. And I found out where she went.
How long was she gone for? 12 hours, you said?
Yeah, at least 12 hours.
Where'd she stay?
Well, I found out she was up there. I didn't know where she stayed.
No, the past 7 months, where she's...
Oh, she's been living with me. Okay. Yeah. So, apparently this guy, he had it out for me or something. But like Bill and everybody says that, he should just accept that the relationship's over. Everybody should be friends. And I said, you know what I mean? I like, as long as he don't give her or try to push it on her, I have no problem,
Right.
But
so it's been for a while. You've been trying to get her off the crack.
Yeah.
And her ex-husband keeps getting her back on it.
Exactly.
Have you ever had words with him before?
No, never.
You haven't met him before?
No, it was the first time he's seen me.
This was the first time
he knows you. He knows of me because they've been telling him, you got to meet because you and everything. But he's like a violent.
Okay.
He's always, if I see him on the street, I'll,
All right.
Yeah.
And how did you know that she was there tonight?
Huh?
How did you know that she was there tonight?
I talked to Ginger earlier.
How do you know Ginger?
Ginger, that's her friend, and that's where she lives.
Okay, so you talked to Ginger. You call Ginger?
Yeah.
Detectives let William continue talking, noting how his explanations become more detailed and selective. Once the nature of their relationship is clearly established, detectives shift the focus from why this may have happened to how it was set in motion. Attention shifts back to what he brought with him that night and why, because the next step isn't about motive anymore. It's about reconstructing the moment, second by second.
You keep the gun in your pocket every day? You have it?
No.
Just take it
we only keep it for home protection. Or like sometimes, like I said, if I had to go get my sister out of a drug house, pull her out of, you have, because it's a dangerous place.
Right.
You got to have protection in case someone attacks you. I mean, you go to these places with nothing, somebody pulls out a gun, you're dead. And this was like one of those cases where I was going to a drug house to try to pull someone out, and I didn't know if someone was going to pull something or not. And
so he came around, and what exactly did he say to you?
He punched me right away.
Did he say anything to you?
I don't know what he mumbled. He might.
Where'd you get punched?
He might right in the mouth.
Where?
You can't honestly. I hit my tooth. Hit me here, and I went down. And as I was going, like when I went like this, I seen his hand, and he had his hand like this, and it's coming up. And that's when it's all, it's dark, it's all right between the car and the palm tree shading it. And you can't see nothing at night.
Okay.
And then I just, and then backed off,
What happened when you fired? How many times did you shoot?
Once.
And what happened?
He stopped the guy.
How far away were you from him?
It was close. It wasn't that far. Because I was backing up, I was trying to get away from him too. As he hit, I tried to get away and pull back, and pow.
All right, so he walked up to you, that's what I'm trying to picture this as you're saying it. You walking up to them.
Yeah, I walked up to Bill. I went up to Bill and I said, Bill, Bill, what's going on? Where's Kim at? And all of a sudden he flared up, grabbed something under the seat.
What I'm saying is the way you said it.
Yeah.
Did you say it in a way?
No, I said it in a normal way. Just told my friend, I just said it in a normal way. Oh, what's going on? And he just totally freaked. You know what I mean? He just went to attack me.
So Bill was close enough to you.
Yeah.
To see this guy hit you.
He knows that, yeah. He knows that I didn't start and provoke nothing.
No,
That I
I
just
understand
talked
that.
to Bill,
What I'm
yeah.
saying is, what I'm saying is, Bill was close enough to you
Yeah.
to see whether or not you get hit or not, right?
I think it's he ran around. I think Bill might have took off or did something. I don't know where Bill went. You know, because I was keeping my eyes on him coming at me, you know. Bill was right there, but I kept my eyes on,
Did you warn him at all? Did you say anything to the guy?
Huh?
The guy was coming at you. Did you say anything to him? Did you warn him? Did you say, I got a gun? Or
No, I didn't say. I was like, you know.
So he came around and he says he didn't say anything to you.
Huh? He mumbled something. He was mumbling something. I can't. But it was like, you know, or something, you know, something aggressive.
As William retold the shooting, he leaned deeper into the same pattern, every detail shifting, every explanation stretched just enough to defend himself. The detectives let him speak because once a story is pinned to positions and movements, even the smallest inconsistency becomes impossible to hide.
Where'd you have the gun at?
In my back.
In your back pocket?
No, in my back, in the back of the belt.
In the back of the belt?
Yeah.
Was it in a holster or was it?
No, just right in the back of the belt. I don't have a holster.
And you had the gun in, the gun was staying, you had it in your shed? Did you have to get it from your brother's house?
No, I keep it in the shed.
You keep it in the shed?
Yeah.
All right. So you fired one time?
Yes.
Where were you when you fired?
Right there on the sidewalk with him right there. Coming down on me.
Because it started at the driver's door, right? He came out of the driver's door.
Yeah, he came out the driver's door around and it happened at the passenger's door.
Okay. And then you fired up by the sidewalk.
I was on the sidewalk when I fired, yeah.
Okay. And exactly what happened at that point? You fired, boom.
I fired, boom. He's like, you got me. I'm shot. And he backed up, and I instantly backed up. You know what I mean? And then I took the clip out of the gun, set it by the tree because he wasn't attacking. And he went behind, laid behind the car, and I tried to look to see, you know, where it hit. I couldn't see nothing where it hit him or nothing like that.
So after you shot him, you put the gun.
Yeah, but when I took the clip out, when I took the clip out to clear it, and I went to clear it, it did go off again in the ground.
Okay. Did you remember what you said to him?
No, I don't remember any exact words. But I mean, there was a lot of people saying, you shot him. Like, I didn't know. He pulled, you know.
Who else was out there saying, a lot of people saying you shot him?
Yeah, there was 5 other people.
Who?
There was
I mean, neighbors? Or
Billy, Billy, people from in the house. There was this bunch of people. I don't know who they were.
Oh, you don't know who they were?
No, but they came out, yeah. It was dark and it was just...
Okay. And then what happened?
And then I waited for the police to get there.
After explaining where the gun was kept and how the shot was fired, William begins reframing the incident around his state of mind rather than his actions. His answers shift from physical details to personal perception, emphasizing fear, uncertainty, and intent. Now the emphasis isn't on what he did, but how he felt at the moment. And as fear becomes the centerpiece of his account, detectives listen closely to how far he's willing to go to defend it.
Anybody tell you how he was doing?
No. But I'd like to find out, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because like I said, I never meant to hurt, you know, someone was pouring something. I was like in fear for my life at the time. I didn't know if he had a gun, he had a knife, he was already on top of me. And it was quick, you know what I mean? I was in fear for my life. But I definitely didn't want to hurt, you know what I mean? I don't want to hurt somebody just to hurt, you know. Yeah, I mean, I hope he's okay. But I mean, like you said, it was like at the time, life or death. I didn't know what he was going to do, you know?
Well, it's just like a thing where you go into a house, you think is a drug house.
Yeah, it's a dangerous situation.
What was your whole objective?
Just to get her to come home and get out of that house.
Right.
I wasn't there to study, you know, I wasn't there to argue, I wasn't there to fight, I just come home, you know what I mean? Come home, stop what you're doing and come home.
Right, but then someone got shot.
Yeah. Someone attacked me and I got part for my protection and swooped around. It was so quick, you know what I mean? Someone, you know, violent person just freaking attacked out of nowhere.
Where you don't even know whereabouts you shot him?
No. Somebody said he's had his arm wrapped. I'm hoping it was the arm. But then somebody else said it was his stomach. I don't know. It just was so quick, you know what I mean? I didn't have time. He was already on top of me. You know, it was just like he was close with whatever he was coming up with that right hand or the left hand right there.
Do you know who you shot?
Huh?
Do you know who
Well, I know, and then, now I know it's...
How do you know?
Huh?
How did you...
Because they said, yeah.
Did you ever fire that gun before?
Not in years.
William constantly emphasizes the fact that the encounter felt sudden and unavoidable. He explains that he never knew where the bullet landed and insists he did not intend to cause serious harm. However, at this point, one critical fact has not yet been introduced, and its disclosure fundamentally changes the direction of the interview.
But I got to tell you, so you know, I mean, this is pretty serious.
In self-defense, it's...
No, the whole case is pretty serious. He died.
No way.
Yeah.
He's dead?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Holy... That's unbelievable. See, that's crazy. He died?
Mm-hmm.
That's... I don't know why he attacked like that. I don't know why we would do that. That's something.
So now you see, we have to make sure we go over every little detail.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a terrible thing. Yeah. Like, why would you? I don't understand. That's pointless too. Pointless. And died.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Yeah, and Kim has just been notified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy.
I heard her crying from here.
Yeah, that is something. Holy.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he do? I can't understand why he'd have to attack like that. Why would he do that?
Well, probably because he's at the house. They're not divorced yet, are they? They're not divorced yet, are they?
They're separate.
Here?
Yeah.
They're separate. They're not divorced. Well, the way he probably may have looked at it was he's at a house with his wife.
Yeah.
And his wife's boyfriend is banging on the door trying to get her out of the house.
No, but he knew from other cases that I stopped her from doing crack. He knew
what I'm
about
saying.
it. Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
yeah,
you're asking questions that have an answer stamped on it.
Yeah.
Okay. The answer is stamped on your question.
Yeah.
He's upset because it's midnight. You're looking to get his wife out of a house.
Yeah.
And then when you leave, he comes out of the house and you come walking back up. So why would you be so surprised that he's upset? You're asking why would he attack?
No,
why would he be upset?
But he knows that he knows from previous times that that it's over. He never accepted it's over, but he knows that
Right. Well, I was only answering your question. Why would he be upset?
He's dead.
Yeah, I'm not making that up. That's true.
Holy.
Right. So the answer to your question, why would he be upset?
Yeah.
I would think that regardless of their relationship, regardless of who was, it's midnight.
Yeah.
He's with her in a house. You come knocking on the door. You're looking for her. He comes out after you leave. You come walking back up, and you wonder why he's upset.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, I had no intention. I mean, like I said, I was just defending myself. I had no intention. You know what I mean? I had no idea. I just, it was just self-defense. I was in fear for my life. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I didn't know what he had, what he was in it. You know what I mean? It was so quick. I already knew he reached under the seat. I didn't know what he had in his hand.
We don't know either.
Yeah.
He could have had a cell phone in his hand for all we know.
Yeah.
William Siskos' self-defense story collapsed under evidence, eyewitness testimony, and a judge who found him not forthright. His stand-your-ground claim was denied, and the case moved to trial. In June 2012, A jury rejected his shifting accounts and convicted him of second-degree murder. On August 2, 2012, Siskos was sentenced to life in prison, the maximum penalty. Even then, he insisted he acted in fear, an explanation neither the court nor Joey Kasbach's family believed. For them, the verdict marked the first real step towards closure.